on bills for selected customers, and many more. It's an amazing time to join Vodafone Business. Email vodafonebusiness.gh at vodafone.com. It's vodafonebusiness.gh at vodafone.com, or call 0302 334 040 to participate in Vodafone SME Month. Vodafone, further together.
Now, do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? Do you want a vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams? Enjoy all these and more, plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained to UK standards at our ultra-modern campus. For more information, visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact us via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call us on 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
All right, listen, we love our affiliates. They're the ones who make us pop all across the country. By the way, the Joy SMS affiliate tour is coming very, very soon. We'll be live in your town. But right now, we're giving love to Bishara Radio in Tamale, Radio Justice in Tamale, Might FM also in Tamale, Pad FM in Damongo, Kuforidia Technical University Radio in Kuforidia, and of course, A1 Radio, Radio Fumbisi, and Dreams FM, all in the Upper East region. We love you guys ever so much. Keep it locked right here on Joy. And it's time for us to get straight into our first big story for the day. And you know, yesterday we all heard that heartbreaking documentary put together by Joy News' Albert Sorry, A Dam of Promises, which demonstrated how little work has been done on the Pwalugu Dam, supposed to be the biggest infrastructural commitment of government in the northern part of this country. It has not happened. In fact, some of the things that were built have been demolished. So if anything, they've gone backwards in progress. But how? Why? And where's all the money? I mean, it's supposed to cost 993 million dollars. Okay, almost $1 billion. That money was approved in Parliament. But where is it? How much has been allocated? When? And what was it used for? We've been digging, haven't we?
Certainly, Kojo. And you know, the project itself was actually, the salt for it was cut before the 10-key document EPC was sent to Parliament. That's in 2020, February. The committee working on it actually brought a report which was approved. In the committee's report, it said the multi-purpose dam and irrigation project will be funded through the national budget. So that puts to rest the controversy about where we said we'll get the money from anyway. Now, in 2020, the government made a budgetary allocation of 84 million cedis, the equivalent of some $15 million for the implementation of the project. Additionally, as the report indicates, as part of the utilization of the proceeds from the 2020 Eurobond, $75 million was also allocated to the first year payment for the project costs. Now, in 2022, this is what the budget said about what has been done with the money. It says here, in that 2021, the update in the budget was that the ministry completed the first phase of sensitization in all 14 communities in the project area, and that in that year, 2021, the cadastral survey will be completed and the land demarcated for the identified owners. Now, if we move to 2022, this is what the budget says was done for 2021. It said the mobilization of major construction equipment and facilities to the Pwalugu multipurpose dam irrigation project is still ongoing. Contractors are scheduled to start the construction of access roads and bridges, as well as a camp equipped with water and power supply facilities. Now, if you look in the budget for 2020, we made specific provisions going into the future. So in 2022, we said we're giving it 26 million. For next year, 2023, we'll give it 31 million. And for the following year, being 2024, we'll give it 33 million. In fact, if you add 2025, as in the medium term, our entire plan was to give it some 46 million in addition in 2025. So if you put them all together, we're looking at over 146 million cedis, which is what we had budgeted for as in from 2022 going, that we will give to the project. Mindful of what we were unable to do, the explanation that was in the budget was that the mid-year reference was that because we couldn't get Eurobond, we could not add additional funding from the dollar section, because Eurobond 2 billion, 3 billion is mostly what we get. So we could not add it to the utilization for the year. But still, government says this year we are spending 26 million on the project.
So let's be clear. In total, the amount of cities committed to this project by government so far is how much?
So far,
100 and what?
No, it's 146 million.
Okay. And this is to take us to 2025.
Yes, please.
Okay. This was a 4-year project started in 20.
In fact, they cut the solid 2018.
2018.
But in fairness, when we had done that 2019, when we did the EPC and signed the agreement in 2020.
All right. So let's say that it's a 4-year project starting from 2020.
Yeah.
It should end in 2025. But so far, the funds committed by government all the way, it should end in 2024. Sorry.
Yeah.
But so far, the funds committed by government all the way to 2025 in cities is how much?
So far, government from 2020, so we are talking about first. Okay, so it's
the total.
200.
You said the total.
Yeah, 264. Because I'm adding the 2020 year amount that we said we're going to commit to it to. So from 2020 to 2015, 264 million.
264 million Ghana cedis.
Yes.
That's $26.4 million.
Yes.
For a $993 million project.
Yeah.
Okay. Churchill.
Well, I mean, I think it's also important that, I mean, for me, the main issue now is the 10 key projects that, we actually signed, hoping that we're going to have this project completed. The key question is, what became of that 10 key projects? Because, I mean, Raymond, you've been talking about it. It went to Parliament.
Yeah.
Parliament approves it. And you would expect that, per the terms of it, this company, that's Power China International Group Limited, would complete the project. And upon completion, the government of Ghana would pay for it. Okay? Unfortunately, it's been 2 years after the approval, in fact, 2.5 years after the approval of that particular agreement in Parliament, and we're still asking the question, where is the dam? When are we starting construction? In all of this, you have to ask, again, a very simple question. And it's based on my premise all the time that what we prioritize in this country, we do.
Yeah.
Okay? When we say we want to do something and it's part of government priority, we're able to do it. I mean, in the last few days, I have seen the Teman-Pakadan, railway project has become a tango between the NPP and NDC as to who borrowed money to start the project, okay, as we've always done in this country. But the most important thing is this is what affects the livelihoods of the people in the north. And we've been talking about irrigation all the time. We've been talking about it. We said, we said, we're going to solve the annual spillage permanently, or, when we construct the Pwalugu Dam. What happened? What happened to the Power China agreement, the 10 key project, which they were expected to construct, complete, hand over to the government of Ghana, then the government of Ghana pays them. What happened to it? For me, that's the most critical question at this moment. And we need answers. We need answers because initially when we started, we said it was going to be funded by the government of Ghana through, internally generated funds.
Yes, our budget.
Government of Ghana funds. Well, we went into an agreement with another institution, more like still funding from the government of Ghana because when they finish paying,
we'll pay them.
We'll give them the money. But I say this, and I've said this before when we're doing the Up to Us campaign. I was on Asempa FM, and I said, look, for the projects that government thinks about so much, of course, we've done the battle with Sino Hydro, but for the projects that we really, really want to see completed, we look for money, we borrow, and make it available. You could say, well, there's another form of it. You build it, and then we'll pay you. But really, in a country like ours, where practically everything we have done, we source funds to do it from the markets. We borrow to do it. How come a priority project like Pwalugu is treated this way?
And the interesting part in all of this is that the feasibility studies, which was perhaps what convinced us that this was a project worth doing, was even funded by external people. So the basic part is that we knew right from the beginning we would have challenges with raising funds for it, but we didn't like we do with others. For example, we could have just put it on the list of projects we were going to fund from Eurobond or any of the other borrowing fully for it. Like the way if you check our 750 million aphorism, the projects are just clearly detailed. Perhaps the argument could be that because this year we didn't get Eurobond money, so we couldn't devote more to it. And the idea was that we'll be devoting much more to it when going forward, because there are expectations. And if you have not started with the dam, when are we doing the irrigation projects too? When are we doing the other things that will bring relief to the people? Because it's in that report which was given the background, the Finance Committee report. That report was so clear that this is also one of our major contributions to ending the perennial flooding up there.
Right. So in October 2021, Parliament Select Committee on Food and Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs visited the site. Winston mentioned Power China International, and the commercial manager for Power China International actually spoke to the committee members and said that they didn't have enough money. In fact, if you check details of that conversation, the contractor said they had received just a little over 11 million out of the 55. And this was in October 2021. And so he raised the concerns over land acquisition as well for the main structure and construction site, which he said had not been completed. This was just October 2021.
There's something happening here, and it's happened before many times, or at least twice. Power China is a Chinese construction company. This is a Chinese construction company that is building the Pwalugu Dam, because the money for the Pwalugu Dam is coming from China. Correct? Are we all together?
When the bill
from
will
the
pay,
fact that
yeah.
they say
They are bringing the loan.
Yeah.
The money is coming from China. So they have given us a Chinese contractor. But so far, we still don't have the money. So for some reason, we are still relying on Eurobond when the money should be coming from China. So far, government itself is allocating money, even though the money is supposed to come from China. The loan has not come. So government is paying. And so the Chinese construction company is taking payments from the government of Ghana. And the payments are not coming.
Yeah.
So they are not able to work.
That's it.
But the money is supposed to come from China. Is this familiar? Does this ring a bell? Wasn't it under Atamils that the first one happened? Some 3 billion from China. That never came. And we ended up spending money instead. Am I speaking facts here?
Yeah, we saw some. We wanted
Thank
some
you.
money, but we struggled to get most of it.
Thank you. Then under Akufo-Addo, we went back for some bauxite something. Sino Hydro. Where's the money? Where are the rules?
Some construction.
They've started. So they were supposed to. Some of that money was even supposed to start the setup of the infrastructure for the processing of the bauxite. Where are we with that?
For Sino Hydro, they blame us. They said that we didn't actually do the things we're supposed to do for them to proceed to the next level.
So every time we borrow from China, it comes with conditions that we don't meet. Is that it? We fail to meet that. You see, there is a popular scam in the UK where people offer loans to people with poor credit. Okay? But in order to access the loan, you have to pay a certain registration fee. So you want money, but in order to get it, you must pay money. Just think about it. Someone can lend you money, even though you don't have credit. They say they can lend you money. But in order to access it, they make you pay first. It's like Quatrekwa is promising you Ntoma. It's asking you to pay them before they give you the money. Every time you pay, that's it. You fall into a bottomless pit of conditions and terms, and you will never get the money you want to borrow because you will never qualify for it. After you've paid them, it's a popular scam. So here in Ghana, this is the third time that I'm hearing of a facility from China that just never arrives. And instead, we, the people of Ghana, pay China money and never access the loan. Why?
You know, Kojo, so I think if you look at the document that you've talked about, Raymond, if you look at the 14th page, what we have actually done is to contract this entity to construct the Pwalugu Dam. In doing so, we are spreading the payment over a 5-year period. Government of Ghana paying from and the document is very categorical. It says from the national budget. We have said we are going to pay.
So where from the facility that was approved in Parliament?
So the facility is so that the Sino Heights. So this 10 key project is an agreement with the contractor. So the contractor is constructing the project, and every year there's an amount of money that we're supposed to give the contractor based on this document. And if you look at the final page here, it says, so in 2020, for instance, we're supposed to pay some 2021 for irrigation. We'll pay 211 million Ghana cedis. In 2022, 183 million Ghana cedis. In 2023, 56 million. 2024, 882,000. Then for the hydropower and solar hybrid, in 2020, we're supposed to pay 69 million. 2021, 113 million. 2022, 104 million. And 2023, 89.95, some 28 million. So we, as a country, decided. And so the whole idea is that you start the project. These are the funds we're going to be releasing to you.
As and when you're able to finish.
As and when you continue. So we did not really go for a loan to do this. We reached an agreement with Power China to do this, which we're going to, and that's why Power China makes the point that we've not been releasing the funds
according to the timelines.
What we're supposed to be giving to them.
So why Power China?
Well, so this is the document. If I look at the document says that
compares it to other countries and say that this was a reasonable price.
So it's not because Power China was foisted on us because we are taking a facility from China.
We went there.
Okay.
We're not taking any facility. We said we're going to build this from GOG funds. National budget, this thing is very categorical. If you look at the document here, the document makes reference to Government of Ghana, GOG, all the time. And that's why I talked about the reference I made in 2020 when we were doing the Up to Us campaign. And because whenever we've relied on Government of Ghana, in fact, even with the HIPIC benefits, one of the things that they did for us was that when it's time for repayment, the money that you would have paid, you use it for what? Social intervention projects. And so you can understand, unfortunately, the monies never came.
And the people of the North are continuing to lose property and lives because this dam, which is supposed to come and transform their fortunes, has just not been prioritized. You can find money for all kinds of things in this country. All kinds of things. Travels are patter.
And let me just make this point. I was talking about, did I say cities in the first instance? Dollars, actually. All the millions I mentioned are in dollars.
Yeah, in dollars.
Yes, not in cities.
We figured, because the total is dollars. Yeah. So we can find money for all kinds of things in this country. From huge travel bills to construction of vanity cathedrals, all of these things we can find money for. But what is supposed to be the biggest development project in the history of the North, that one there, money no day.
I think by projections, we were really intending that we're not going to necessarily pull everything from our budget directly. See how we make budgetary allocations for it, 20, 40, 30. When the commitments we made on yearly basis were way higher than that, and we're even doing in cities actually. So, like we probably might have intended, like in 2020 when we said we'll add some 84 million dollars from Eurobond to it, maybe you were expecting that in subsequent years we could actually get money like that to add to it. But we know what happened to us in 2021. We know what happened subsequently, more importantly in 2022, beginning of this year when Eurobond did not come in, and it started a very serious problem with our city and virtually everything that many people complain about. It is only fair that government tells the people that this is where we are. This is what the main difficulty in moving forward is. We still are interested in the project because if you see what they write in the budget, they make it look like it is progressing according to, not necessarily according to plan, but according to some other projects that we have put in place. So roads to the place, engaging communities, those are the things you're talking about. But if 2 years into the construction of a project,
A 4-year project.
a 4-year project, it doesn't appear you have done or met any of the key timelines for the very 2 years, what's the guarantee that you do in the next 2 years? And there are no, yeah, in fact, there's no guarantee that next year we get Eurobond money. We may fix our economy. We may even get what they call it, IMF support, but there's no real guarantee that we will get the amount of money required to continue with the construction at the rate that we ought to do it, because we need to double up as we are today, so that we can actually meet up the financial burden required for this.
All right. Well, so now we know what's happening. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're thinking of SIM cards, and we're wondering why a fixed deadline cannot be moved again. It's been moved several times before, and whether indeed this time around, by the end of September, we would have got this SIM registration project